What if the fastest way to build real mobility isn't endless stretching, but learning to hold perfectly still in positions most people can't even attempt? Because Shaolin monks have been using 5 specific isometric holds for centuries to develop the kind of flexibility that looks impossible, squatting for hours in positions that most people can't hold for seconds, and building bodies that stay mobile and pain-free well into their later years. But if you miss the one principle that makes these holds actually work, you'll force the positions and wonder why your hips still feel locked up. So what makes these 5 holds different from every other flexibility routine out there? And what have most people been getting wrong about building real, lasting mobility? Let's start with the hold that unlocks every joint in your lower body and eliminates the hip pain that stops you from moving freely. If you've ever struggled to get down on the floor with your grandkids or felt your knees ache when you try to squat down, you know exactly what restricted hip mobility feels like. The deep Zen Hold is one of the most direct ways to fix that problem. You squat down as low as possible, keeping your heels flat on the ground and your torso upright. Your feet are about shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. Your knees track over your toes, then you just hold that position and breathe. This is loaded mobility training. Your hip joints are opening through their full range of motion while supporting your body weight. Your ankle joints are learning to flex properly, which most people lose from wearing shoes with elevated heels. That type of weighted stretching builds both flexibility and the strength to control that flexibility, which is exactly what your body needs to move without pain. Shaolin monks use this position for meditation and rest between training sessions. When you're holding the deep squat and feeling your hips open up, that's your hip capsule learning to move through ranges it's been avoiding for years. Your glutes and quads are staying active to maintain the position. Your core is engaged to keep your torso upright. This hold addresses the exact hip stiffness that causes lower back pain and makes everyday movements feel impossible. Start with 30 to 45 second holds. If you can't keep your heels down or you fall backward, hold on to a door frame or countertop for support. You can also place a rolled towel under your heels until your ankle mobility improves. Work up to 2 to 3 minute holds and do 2 to 3 sets with about a minute of rest in between. The goal isn't to see how deep you can force yourself. The goal is to relax into the deepest position your current mobility allows, gradually expanding that range through consistent practice. Now, what if a wide stance squat could build the kind of leg strength and hip flexibility that keeps you moving powerfully for decades? This is exactly what Shaolin monks discovered through their martial arts training. The horse stance is brutal, but transformative. You step your feet out wider than shoulder width, turn your toes slightly outward and lower yourself until your thighs are parallel to the ground. Your back stays upright, knees push outward over your toes, and your weight sinks into your heels. Then you hold, and you keep holding even when your legs start shaking. Your quads are working overtime to keep you from collapsing. Your glutes are firing hard to keep your hips externally rotated and prevent your knees from caving inward. Your adductors, the inside of your thighs, are getting stretched under tension, building both strength and flexibility simultaneously. And your core is bracing to keep your torso upright against the burn in your legs. This is what makes the horse stance so effective for people over 40. You're forcing your entire lower body to work together as a system at the exact angle where most people are weakest, around 90 degrees of knee flexion. That's where people fail when getting up from a chair or climbing stairs. And that's exactly where the horse stance makes you strong while building the hip mobility you've lost. Shaolin monks use this as the foundation of almost everything they do. It's not uncommon for a monk to hold this position for 3, 5, even 10 minutes. And the reason they can do that isn't because their bodies are different, it's because they've trained their nervous system to tolerate discomfort and their muscles to handle sustained tension while staying mobile. But here's the part most people don't talk about. The horse stance isn't just physical, it's mental. After about 60 seconds, your legs start to burn. After 2 minutes, your quads are screaming. After 3 minutes, you're in a battle with your own mind. This develops the mental toughness and body awareness that prevents injuries and maintains your independence as you age. Start with 30-second holds. If you can't hit 30 seconds with good form, go a little higher until you can hold it with control. Work up to 1 minute, then 2, then 3. This single hold builds leg endurance, hip mobility, and mental resilience that translates to every movement you make. Now, here's the hold that teaches your spine to rotate freely and eliminates the stiffness that makes twisting movements painful and restricted. The Windmill Freeze is one of the most therapeutic positions for your entire spine and hip rotators. You lie on your back with your arms extended out to the sides in a T position. Bend one knee up toward your chest, Then let it fall across your body to the opposite side, trying to bring that knee down toward the ground. Your opposite shoulder stays pressed to the floor. Your head can turn to look away from your bent knee. Hold this twisted position and breathe deeply into the stretch. This is spinal rotation mobility combined with hip external rotation. Your thoracic spine, the mid-back area, gets stretched into rotation while your hip on the bent leg side opens through ranges most people never use. That combination addresses two of the most common areas of restriction that cause pain and limit movement quality. Shaolin monks use spinal twists to maintain the rotational mobility necessary for their forms and combat movements. When you're in the Windmill Freeze and feeling the stretch through your spine and hip, that's years of accumulated stiffness starting to release. Your obliques are getting lengthened, your hip rotators are opening up, your thoracic spine is learning to rotate the way it's designed to. This mobility is critical for preventing lower back pain, because when your mid-back can't rotate, your lower back tries to compensate and gets injured. Start by holding 60 to 90 seconds per side, breathe deeply, and try to relax into the position rather than forcing it. As you exhale, see if you can allow your knee to drop a bit closer to the floor without your shoulder lifting. Do 2 to 3 rounds per side. If your knee is nowhere near the floor, that's completely normal. Just work within your current range. Over time, your rotation will improve and everyday movements like looking over your shoulder while driving or reaching across your body will feel effortless. Now here's something most people miss. These mobility holds build incredible flexibility, but they only create lasting change if your body has the foundational strength to support that new range of motion. That's where a complete system comes in. That's why I created Reboot Your Body. It's a simple, step-by-step program designed to eliminate the chronic aches and pains that stop you from moving freely. If you're dealing with tight hips that make it painful to get down on the floor, stiff shoulders that restrict your reach, or that nagging lower back pain that flares up every time you twist, this program shows you exactly how to fix it so you can move pain-free and maintain your independence. The link is in the description below. Now, have you ever wondered why your shoulders feel so tight and how Shaolin monks maintain such incredible shoulder mobility even as they age? That's the Monkeykeys Grip, and it's one of the most effective shoulder exercises you can practice. The Monkeykeys Grip, which we perform as an active dead hang, requires you to hang from a pull-up bar or sturdy overhead structure with your shoulders actively engaged. You grip the bar, let your feet come off the ground, but instead of just hanging passively with your shoulders shrugged up near your ears, you actively pull your shoulders down away from your ears and engage your lats. Your shoulder blades pull down and together slightly. This creates active tension throughout your entire upper body, while gravity creates traction in your spine and shoulders. Your shoulder joints are being decompressed as your body weight creates gentle traction that increases the space in your shoulder capsule. Your rotator cuff muscles are working to stabilize your shoulders in this vulnerable overhead position. Your lats and upper back are engaged to maintain the active shoulder position. This combination of decompression and active stabilization is exactly what tight, painful shoulders need to heal and regain mobility. Shaolin monks use hanging and brachiating movements to maintain grip strength and shoulder health throughout their lives. When you're in an active dead hang and feeling the pull through your shoulders and lats, that's your shoulder capsule gaining space and your muscles learning to support your shoulder joints properly. Your grip is getting stronger, your thoracic spine is getting decompressed. All of this translates directly to less shoulder pain, better overhead reach, and improved posture. Start with 10 to 20 second holds. If you're new to hanging, focus on pulling your shoulders down actively rather than just dangling. Work up to 30 to 45 second holds and do 3 to 4 sets with full rest between. If you can't hang with your feet off the ground yet, keep your feet lightly touching the floor and gradually reduce the support. This movement is also excellent for reducing neck pain and upper back tension that comes from hours of sitting at a desk. What happens when you combine a deep kneeling position with active muscle engagement and focused breathing? You get one of the most effective exercises for ankle mobility, knee health, and hip flexibility that most people have never tried. The monk's kneel, which we perform as Seisa Active Hover, requires you to kneel with your shins on the ground and your feet tucked under you, toes pointed back. This is the traditional Japanese Seisa sitting position that monks use for meditation. Now, instead of sitting your hips down onto your heels, you hover them just an inch or two above your heels and hold that position. Your weight is supported partially by your lower legs and partially by your hip and core muscles, keeping you suspended in this active position. This is active mobility training for your ankles, knees, and hip flexors all at once. Your ankles are being stretched into plantar flexion, the opposite direction from what you get in a squat. Your quads are working to hold you in the hover position. Your hip flexors are getting gently stretched while staying engaged. That combination makes this one of the most complete lower body mobility holds available for restoring ranges of motion most modern people have lost. Shaolin monks kneel for meditation and ceremonies, building the ankle and knee mobility necessary to spend long periods in these positions without discomfort. When you're in the monk's kneel, hover, and feeling the stretch through your ankles and the activation in your quads, that's your body adapting to ranges it hasn't used in years. Your ankle joints are gaining flexibility in both directions. Your knee joints are being loaded in a way that strengthens the surrounding tissues and improves joint health. Your hip flexors are lengthening under gentle tension, which is critical for eliminating lower back pain. Start with 20 to 30-second hover holds. If this position is painful for your ankles or knees, place a folded towel or cushion under your shins for padding or between your hips and heels to reduce the range. Work up to 45 to 60-second holds and do 2 to 3 sets with rest between. As your ankle mobility improves, try to lower your hover closer to your heels. Eventually, you may be able to sit comfortably in full cease position for extended periods, the complete system that builds monk-like mobility through strategic holds. Here's your routine. The deep Zen Hold, 2 to 3 sets of 45 seconds to 2 minutes. Use support if needed and keep breathing deeply. The Horse Stance, 2 to 3 sets of 30 seconds to 3 minutes. Start where you can maintain good form. The Windmill Freeze, 2 to 3 rounds of 60 to 90 seconds per side. Let gravity do the work. The Monkeykeys Grip, 3 to 4 sets of 15 to 45 seconds. Keep your shoulders actively engaged. The Monk's Kneel, 2 to 3 sets of 30 to 60 seconds. Adjust the height based on your current mobility, 4 to 5 times per week. That's it, 15 to 25 minutes per session. 2 weeks in, you'll notice movements feel less restricted. 4 weeks in, you'll experience significant reduction in joint pain and stiffness. 8 weeks in, you'll see dramatic improvements in your range of motion and how easily you move through daily activities. Because isometric mobility holds teach you something that dynamic stretching never can. How to build flexibility with strength. How to teach your nervous system that new ranges of motion are safe. How to create lasting changes in your mobility that don't disappear when you stop practicing. This type of training builds what Shaolin monks call internal flexibility, the ability to move freely without restriction or pain. It's about having the hip mobility to squat down easily, the shoulder mobility to reach overhead without discomfort, the spinal mobility to rotate without stiffness. This is functional mobility that maintains your independence and makes life better. The mental benefits are equally powerful. These holds require patience and the discipline to stay in uncomfortable positions while breathing and relaxing. You can't rush mobility. You have to earn it through consistent practice and respect for your body's current limitations. Learning this patience builds a healthier relationship with your body and dramatically reduces injury risk from pushing too hard. Plus, your joints will thank you for this approach to mobility. Unlike aggressive stretching that can damage connective tissue or bouncing that creates microtrauma, these isometric holds build mobility while strengthening the tissues that support your joints. You're increasing synovial fluid production, which lubricates your joints and reduces arthritis symptoms. You're improving blood flow to your connective tissues, helping them heal and adapt. You're teaching your nervous system that greater ranges of motion are safe, which reduces the protective tension that keeps you stiff and restricted. And here's what makes this method revolutionary for people dealing with age-related stiffness. You're not forcing your way into positions. You're not creating pain or damage. You're holding positions with active engagement, which builds the strength to control your new flexibility. Each hold teaches your body that you can maintain these positions safely, gradually expanding what your nervous system considers your safe range of motion. This is how you build mobility that lasts. 5 holds, monk-like mobility, 0 excuses.